All right. This is Soft Hour episode 8, Dark Souls Love Fest edition
Fun fact,
and
turn
Hate
it on its
Fest.
side. Infinity. That's how many episodes there's gonna be.
Yeah, it's never going to stop ever. Against, I don't know, against my own interest, it will never stop. So yeah, we're going to talk a lot about Dark Souls. That's going to be the thing we're doing today.
It's gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a thing we both know quite well, for the most part. I don't know a lot of like the minutiae. I'm kind of a dumbass.
What do you consider minutiae?
I don't know, like certain mechanics and other shit. Like I never did anything with sorcery until you and I did it recently.
Oh, you
Yeah,
poor man.
yeah. I don't have a big brain for big brain fucking galaxy tactics.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, I'm the biggest brained man. Anyway, Dark Souls. When did you play it first?
Uh, like a month after it came out in 2011, honestly.
Yeah.
That might have been actually 2012 by that point. Didn't it come out in December? No, it came out in November. I played it in December of 2011.
Actually, it came out in September of 2011. Oh wait, that might be the
No,
Japanese one. Hold on.
yeah, it
Yep.
was. It was definitely November.
Yeah, it came out in October, so yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I played that in like winter of 2011 because
Fun
I'd already
fact.
played Demon Souls and stuff, so I
Oh,
knew what I
right.
was getting into.
That makes sense. I'd never heard of Demon Souls at all because I was. Well, when did Demon Souls come out? 2010?
2009, I think. It might have been
2009?
2000. It might have been 2010 in America, actually.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I didn't have a PlayStation or anything, and I was busy doing army things during those years.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. uh, or my good friend Nick had Dark Souls first. I saw him playing it, and I was like, "Why are you naked? Like, where's your armor at?" And he says to me, "I haven't found any yet." I was like, "Oh no,
What?
what is this game?"
That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, he was obsessed with starting as deprived,
Oh,
so it was like, and he was having a rough go with the gargoyles. This is like his first, we didn't know anything about the game, so it's like, man, these gargoyles are hard.
then why was he being deprived if he was having such a hard time?
I don't know. He likes doing things the hard way
Yeah,
until yeah.
obviously. What a fool! Didn't he quit?
No. Nope.
Oh, I thought he quit.
No.
Well, at least there's that. I thought he just made things hard for himself and then immediately quit.
No. Well, I can't really remember, but it was. I remember he only had the boar helmet on.
Well, at least he found that.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was like the thing where I was just like, man, what is this game? I gotta get into this. That was after the PC version had come out, so that's 2012.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's on Steam. I'll just go ahead and get that. And I didn't have a controller for my computer at the time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you at least have like DS fix?
No.
Oh my God. How are you even a fan of this game then?
It took a while. So what happened was I I was like, okay, fuck this game. I didn't even like get through the Berg. I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah, it's not
These
surprising.
controls are ridiculous. And I kind of just put it down. I didn't touch it for like months. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and get the. It's cheap for 360. It was like $20 or something like that. I was like, I'm gonna go get it, and I'm just gonna have it. And that's what I did, and that began my love of the series.
That was a
Because
very
after that,
good decision
yeah,
to not continue to play that on PC.
no, it was really shitty on PC anyway. The frame rate was dog shit.
Well, yeah, it was a really bad port.
Yeah,
That's why everybody had DS fix.
Yeah. Yep. But I don't know. That's how I started with the series, and I don't know. It just
Oh,
went
so
from there.
I played Demon Souls because a friend of mine got it about when it came out. So like a few months after it came out, he was done with it, and he would not shut up about this game. I was like a freshman at the time in high school. He would not shut the fuck up about this game. So I'm like, all right, let me. What is this? Red pill me on this game.
Red list me on this game, friend.
So basically, what he did, he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring it to school tomorrow, and I'm just going to let you borrow it. And I was like, oh, he's a cryptic man. He doesn't want to tell me anything. So I just like took it from him, and I played it for like a few weeks, and I hated it. I was like, what is this shitty game you've given me? And he's like, come on, man, just give it another chance. So I did, and I still didn't really like it, but I liked it more than I did before. I liked it enough to give the sequel a chance.
Okay.
When it came out. And then I played Dark Souls, and I fell in love with Dark Souls. Just because of the tiny, tiny changes.
Yeah.
And then I continued to play that for, 8 more years.
The rest of your natural born life.
There's my history with Dark Souls. Did not like Dark Souls 2. Never really got into Dark Souls 3 that much.
Until now.
I'm pretty much... Well, yeah, but... yeah. We'll talk about my feelings on Dark Souls 3 later.
Yeah. I don't know. I hadn't played a game before that did combat and just the world like that ever.
There really weren't any at that point.
No.
There are plenty now, obviously.
Well, yeah, of course. Here we got fucking Neo.
The Fallen.
Yeah, that game looks like shit.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Yeah.
I own it.
Really?
Well, it's from PS Plus, but I still technically own it.
Damn, I missed out on PS Plus.
Yeah, you really missed out, man. Wow.
Yeah, I would shoot. Oh, dang it. I don't know. It's hard to explain kind of what that game started, because I before that I didn't do action games like ever. That wasn't my thing. I was a strategy boy all the time.
Well, it's good to know you've changed that.
Well, yeah.
So it's a pretty narrow mindset.
Yeah, it is, and I remember playing video games and being just like, I don't want to think. I'm tired of thinking. This is hurting my brain.
And now you can.
Yeah, I can just mindlessly bash my face against a wall, which is exactly how I felt when I started that fucking playthrough. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why am I playing this? Why do I care to play this anymore? And
See, I was immediately kind of good at it.
Oh no, I was terrible.
Because I realized parrying was a mechanic, and I was like, well, I'm just going to do that then. So then I got really good at parrying in Dark Souls 1. That pretty much trivializes a lot of the things in that game.
Oh yeah. I tried it, and I was like, ooh, that's a hard thing to do. I'm never going to get good at that, so I'm never going to do it. And I never did.
I've only ever seen you parry something once.
Yeah.
And we've done a million playthroughs of Souls games together.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm slow on the fingers. And anything like that is too fast. I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. I'm a big dumb idiot.
You just have to stop looking at yourself and look at the enemy. But that's beside the point. This is Dark Souls school.
No, well, no. Yeah, I don't know. It was just good. It was totally different.
Yeah, it's just a well-made game. It was unique at the time.
Yeah.
And especially in 2011, where things were getting really homogenized and boring.
Yeah.
Those were some bad years for video games.
It was terrible. There was everything that was coming out was just like, nah. I guess I'll just go play Stronghold. I'd rather play Stronghold 1 than any of this. Which is an old-ass fucking game.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
You don't even know what it is? Well,
I don't think so.
Well, this isn't Jim Games the episode anymore, so I mean, I'll go into it later.
Yeah, we'll have that conversation off the air.
Me and Nick would, I would take my TV and my Xbox down to his barracks room, and every day after work, I would just take a shower and run down there, and we'd be in the same room, just playing together, trying to summon each other in. How god awful that was.
I can imagine.
I remember seeing like one summon sign. It's like, what the fuck? I know there's like a lot of people playing this game.
It's because the netcode was dog
Oh
shit.
yeah, it's absolutely terrible. And then it was like I beat it once. I was really bad at like Gwyn, so I would like get to that point and then never finish for like 4 or 5 characters.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I left. I got out of the barracks. I moved back home, and then Dark Souls 2 came out, which I'll save that pile, whatever, for a couple minutes from now.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Pile of whatever really really tells us your feelings on the game.
Yeah. I only have one good memory of that, and that's making my good friend Nicholas almost quit video games and quit friendship. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's the funniest thing I've ever done in my life. I never felt more hatred directed at me before.
Why don't you explain what you did there?
So, if you remember, there was an area towards the end of the game, like almost the end of the game, called the Dragon Eyrie, which involved a very, very long bridge. And if you kind of waited there long enough, a dragon would come by and break the bridge, and you would fall to your death.
Yep.
Yep, so that's a scenario. I did it one time. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. I was like, oh, I have an idea. Oh, I burped. And so me and Nick were playing, and I said, it's like, oh, there's this big long bridge. If you stand here in the middle, there's going to be a guy on the other side that comes out of the rocks, and he drops an item, and then you can have it. And he's like, what? That's stupid.
That thing that's happened in Dark Souls before.
Yeah. He goes, that's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. No, it isn't. He didn't believe me, but he's like, okay, whatever. I'll do this. And then we're standing there on the bridge, and the aforementioned dragon comes by and just breaks it, and we both fall, and I'm having a great laugh. And I hear through my headset just like,
You fucking asshole.
I was like, oh, isn't that funny? Like, I got you. And he's just like, oh god. Come to find out later, he was like, he tells me like, yeah, I almost quit the game.
You know what? I wouldn't have blamed him.
No, I felt bad.
Some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, it was fucked up shit. It was really funny though. It's funnier now.
Now that we can all look back and have a laugh.
Ha ha ha! That's me having a laugh. Ooh, what a hilarious hoot.
Well, anyway, to dig into Dark Souls 1, why don't
Yes.
you give me your general thoughts on the game?
It's good, but
Yeah,
janky.
thanks. Oh, it's absolutely.
It's got so much jank, like in the meat of that whole thing, because I don't know. It's like it didn't really know how to function.
I feel like that's part of what makes it good, though.
Yeah, it definitely adds like character,
Because it was just like, if you could like 100% control yourself and like the animations weren't so janky, parrying would be a lot harder, as evidenced by fucking Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, it would be too easy.
Yeah.
Because you're really heavy in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, that's true. Everything it got a lot of weight.
Whereas in the later games, well, Dark Souls 2, you're really floaty, but Dark Souls 3, you're like the squirreliest man to ever live.
Yeah. Well, that's just Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. You know what I find really strange and kind of silly? It has to do with the cover art. So the cover art in the Japanese version of Dark Souls is like really cool.
Yeah, we just have man standing.
Yeah, we have man standing up against like, I don't know, ghost men. And
That's
like,
all of our Dark Souls
yeah.
box art. That's how Dark Souls 2 was, and 3.
Well, Dark Souls 2 is right, man standing back. I don't know what we like about man standing backwards.
Well, if you look at a lot of our box art, even for other games that aren't Dark Souls, like Bioshock Infinite or something,
yeah,
it's still just man standing. All the Modern Warfare games, man standing. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like a man standing, like, so you see his back, and there's like some bullshit in front of him.
just nondescript, like void of some color.
Yeah, stuff. Dark Souls 2 is the worst one at that because it's just like I'm looking at it right now. So it's man standing with sword and no shield, in the Faram armor, and there's just like dirt in front of him, just a big cloud of dirt.
Why was the Faram armor like the armor for Dark Souls 2? I don't get it.
I don't know. I didn't think it looked that cool in that game. It looks way better than the third one.
I just don't get why it's like the mascot armor.
There was a thing in 2014 era-ish where like all the cool guys needed like fur on their shoulders, and I think that's Game of Thrones related.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
All
the cool guys.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, all the cool guys had fur on their shoulders.
That's how you know you're a cool guy, when you're warm in the winter.
It's weird. That's just the thing.
Yeah, but like Dark Souls 1, the cover guy has like the knight armor on. That makes sense as a starting class.
Right. There he is with the knight armor.
But the other Faram armor, you don't start with that. You can go the whole game and not even get it.
Yeah, it's really hard to find because it's like in that. It's like in a hole or something. I can't really remember. We got to do a bunch of bullshit to get to the said hole. Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? The Dark Souls 3 cover art is like.
Yeah, isn't it like Soul of Cinder?
Yeah, it's a Soul Cinder, and he's like holding some ash. So I guess it's like slightly lore related.
Yeah, it's still kind of boring now because it's just a guy.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw it, I was just like, I don't like that. Something about this is really odd. I think it was the yellow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, why is it so yellow?
It's like yellow-green or something like that.
Like, it doesn't look like fire. It doesn't look like ash.
No.
It's the yellow.
I have no idea. It's weird. And why won't this fucking... I don't want to look at the cover anymore. Alright, there we go. What else can we touch on DS1?
I feel like it had some of the best bosses in the series.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the worst bosses in the series.
It's like they used up all their creative juice on the first one.
There were surprisingly few gimmick bosses in Dark Souls 1.
You're right.
It was mostly just like Bed of Chaos and Cecil's Discharge.
Yeah. Even the old Discharge, you can
fight him normally.
You can fight him. It's a pain in the ass. It's way easier to hide behind that big rock and just wail on his hand.
Well, it's boring to fight him because you just wait till he attacks, and then you dodge, and then you hit him like 3 times, and then you wait.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I had a weird thing where he wouldn't hit the right spot when you're hiding behind rock, so his arm would be like inside the world, like unhittable, and there was
behind the rock. Why would you hide behind the rock?
You know what I'm talking about when you go behind that thing?
Why would you, if you're trying to fight him, why would you hide?
Well, no, I'm talking about just like cheesing him.
How do you do that?
Oh, so there's like a little path, and you can like go behind it, and he'll just like start swinging at the path, and his arm is just in the way, and you can just wail on him.
Oh. I was just waiting for him to attack, rolled through the attack, and then just attacked him.
Oh, yeah, no. You don't have to do that. You can just hide safely behind a huge rock.
Oh. Way I do it is faster, probably.
Probably. Or you can just have him fall.
Yeah, that's even faster.
Yeah, you just leave. You go in, you make him mad. He's like, "Oh, don't take my sister's clothes, you bitch." And then
the ultimate panty raid.
Yeah. And then he falls into the... It's strange he's made of lava, and then he falls into lava. Like, ah!
Well, he's not made of lava. Lava just comes out of him and hurts him.
Oh, is that the thing?
That's why he needs the orange shard ring.
Oh.
Because it hurts him less.
Okay. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I've never made the connection.
Well, to be fair, it's like the stupidest lore in the game is all the Isolus stuff.
Yeah, it's just not good.
I mean, it's fine, just not as good as the other stuff.
No. It's not well placed.
What do you mean by that?
Like all the other lore kind of makes sense, and it just seems like its own thing. It's just kind of strange. I don't like it, and that's what I think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I really am surprised by how few gimmick bosses are, because even in like Demon Souls, there's a shitload of gimmick bosses.
Like how many?
Like 4 off the top of my head that I can think of.
4?
Yeah.
That's quite a few.
Well, there's the one that I was telling you about yesterday with the Storm Ruler.
Oh, that's right.
And then there's the Dragon God, which is like the archdemon fight from Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
More or less. Then there's like, I don't know, a lot of the bosses that you kind of fight normally also have gimmicks associated with them.
That's like an old video game thing where it's like you gotta hit him with your, I don't know, slingshot in the eyeball, and then you can hit him with your sword.
Yeah, there is like a Zelda-ass boss. It's called the Adjudicator, and it has like a wound on its belly that you have to hit a bunch of times, and then it falls down, and you hit its head, which is just a bird.
Yeah.
So that's kind of gimmicky, I guess, in the way that it's like a Zelda thing.
Would you call the Moonlight Butterfly kind of gimmicky? Or just annoying?
Yeah, no, I would just call it stupid.
Yeah. I've done playthroughs of Dark Souls where I just skip it.
That's like a ceaseless discharge boss without the gimmick attached.
Yeah. He's got those attacks that like hurt real bad. And they're hard as shit to dodge.
Just roll through it.
It's hard.
Or get a shield that blocks magic.
Well, yeah, I guess.
That'll also do it.
I don't like those 4 kings, man. That's the bane of my existence.
Put on all the Havel armor and just stand.
Oh.
You won't be staggered because you have 1,000,000 poise. And if you have a strong enough weapon, they'll just come right up to you and they'll die.
What, the 4 kings?
Yeah.
Oh. Gwendolyn. I don't like fighting Gwendolyn. I don't like long hallways. They scare me.
There's something like that in Demon Souls too. There's a big spider that breathes fire, and you have to like run towards it as it breathes fire at you.
I really like. I don't know. For some reason, I really like the. What the fuck is that guy's name? I'm trying to think. And Taurus Demon. Yeah.
Oh my god. Did I really just guess that?
Yeah. I really like that boss fight. I always thought it was really fun.
Yeah, it's got an interesting kind of, I don't want to call it gimmick, but I'm gonna.
There's a cheese. You toss sprinkle a little cheese on there.
Yeah, you climb up the ladder and just like plunging attack him over and over again. It takes like 4 plunging attacks, and then he's just done. You don't have to fight him ever again.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Until you fight all of his brothers later on.
Yeah, why are there... Do they have the same health? Do you know that?
I don't think so.
Because it'd be kind of funny if they did.
Yeah, because they're like bullshit. By that. Well, maybe they do have the same health, because you're like way stronger by then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if they're as big, though.
Could not tell you.
I don't think they're as big. Because he's pretty huge. Takes off that whole bridge.
Yeah. No, I think they're the same size. Whatever, this is like the most... does not matter conversation.
There was another thing. So I never played a game where the story didn't like really matter so much that I was that invested in. Because I remember playing games for like, I don't know, Dreamcast or something stupid like that, where it was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't understand what's happening. I'm not going to play this anymore because it sucks. But it was just like a mixture of being like really ambiguous and good gameplay and neat art.
It's just got like good lore too. Like it's just well constructed.
Feel deep.
It gives you just enough to be interested.
Yeah. Doesn't kind of hammer you over the head with it like like the Elder Scrolls does.
Or like completely ignore it like the Elder Scrolls does.
Yeah, that too. Depending on what game you're playing, absolutely.
Like Skyrim just is like, nah. All that lore don't matter.
Yeah, there's dragons now. The blades are dragon fighters. Because they always were stupid. They were never spies, you dumbass. What you thought they were the Emperor's bodyguards? No. They were spies. No, they're Emperor's bodyguards. No, they're dragon fighters. Dumbass.
Well, that's why they do all the time skips, so they can just do whatever they want and just be like, oh, well, the original meaning was lost to time.
Stupid. God damn it, that's so dumb. If I had something to break, I would.
Your own neck.
Here I go. Good night. Snap.
Well, see you later, everybody. That was the end of the Soft R show. Remember what I said about infinite episodes?
Yeah,
Not true.
That was a lie.
I'm still going to upload this, though. I'm going to upload the death of my friend. Gotta get them clicks.
Guy dies on stream.
Gone sexual.
I don't think you can, like... I don't know. Dark Souls 1 has just been pulled apart and picked through with such, like, the finest teeth combs.
Well, I mean, they should tell you something right there.
Yeah.
Like, how many other games can you think of that had this amount of, like, community support from it?
I don't think any.
That wasn't, like, a competitive multiplayer game.
Oh, yeah. Remember that whole pendant business?
Oh, yeah!
I almost forgot completely about that.
And then there was a pendant in the DLC, but it was a completely different pendant.
So, to tell the story of the pendant, for those of you who don't remember, the pendant was a starting item, and it was, I can't remember, I think it just said, like, a nice pendant, here you go. It didn't really say anything, it didn't do anything very obvious, or obvious at all. And then oh yeah, it's in an interview, Miyazaki said, it was like, they asked him, it was like, oh, what would you start with? He was like, oh, if I had to choose anything, I'd pick the pendant. So everybody went like, what? The pendant? What does it do?
There must be a secret of some sort.
It was like, wear the pendant, or have the pendant in inventory and hit every wall. Maybe have the pendant and jump off a cliff. Maybe have the pendant and wave at a certain enemy.
Drop just it in a certain place.
Right.
I remember I saw one time on the subreddit, like way early when the game first came out. This dude was like, yeah, drop the pendant in front of the altar in Undead Parish, and then something cool happens. And it's like, no, it fucking doesn't, you liar.
Nah. Nothing happens. Nothing happens anywhere. The item is that. It's a nifty necklace. So and then they asked him, it was like, hey, what's the deal with the pendant? And he was like, huh? What pendant? He was like, the pendant that we were talking about? Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a goof. I did it for a goof.
It's fucking genius.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the perfect way to, like, drum up theories and shit.
Yeah, 'cause I remember that's when I think that's when I actually got into the game when Pendant Fever was really going. I think that's around the same time.
If I could tell you the amount of times I've Googled Dark Souls pendant in my life, desperately trying to figure out what does he mean by this?
What is this necklace? What does it do?
It's got to be something. There were so many playthroughs I started without the master key, just so I could start with the pendant and try to figure this out.
That's the worst. You know what? You know what the pendant does? I'll tell you what it does right now. You open it to reveal the key that opens the other side of the bridge in Bloodborne. That door that goes to that bridge. That's what it does. You gotta bring it into Bloodborne. It opens up a bridge.
Now, here, I'll tell you what it does.
Alright.
You open it up. It's got a picture of Hidetaka Miyazaki inside. You take the picture out. You turn it over. There's text in the back. It reads, don't believe his lies.
Liar ahead.
Yeah.
What is your, like, personal quintessential Dark Souls 1 moment? Like, what really gives you that nice feeling about game?
Man. Probably, like, there's probably not one single moment, but there's an activity I would do. And it was just being, like, kind of like a friendly but still dickish twink in the Undead Burg. And just invading people. That was always fun. Because I would always invade with, like, the Dragon King Great Axe. Like, it's not that great of a weapon, but it looks really impressive to someone who's playing through for the first time.
Yeah.
and then you just go in and do its like special shockwave move, and they just freak out. They start running away from you. It's amazing. And you just cannot get that nowadays because everybody's fucking played Dark Souls.
Well, yeah, of course. I think for me, it was like kind of figuring out where to go and how to get places. That was like my favorite thing because I remember in Anne Orlando when you got to go across that first buttress, and me and Nick were co-oping that part because he was like, "Oh, check it out, I'll show you the way." And I was like, "What the fuck? What are you taking me over here for? You're breaking my game." I was like,
give my Xbox a virus.
Oh no, this is the actual way to go. How is this possible? How is this the actual path? It doesn't make any sense. There needs to be a door and a bridge or anything. It was like, no, rock across the roof.
Into a broken window.
Yeah.
It's not even an open window, just broken.
No, yeah, it's broke. And the other one on the other side's broken too.
Such a silly ass path.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what? I did think of my quintessential Dark Souls moment.
Oh.
My Dark Souls 1 moment. This actually happened fairly recently.
Really?
When it happened with my first playthrough after I got the remaster. I went into the Great Hollow, and I went to Ash Lake, and I walked all the way to the dragon. But before that, in the Great Hollow, I'd gotten cursed.
Alright.
So I was like down there with like no humanity, no souls. I was at the dragon. I forgot I couldn't warp before I went down there. So I was just stuck there, and I had to run back through. And I fucking did that shit without getting hit, and it was great. I'd never fucking done that before. It felt amazing.
That's a good one.
It was like the most triumphant, like, fuck you, Dark Souls, I got out of there, bitch!
I beat your game. You think your game can stop me?
And I think it really says something about the game that can happen to someone who's been playing the game for 8 years.
Yeah. I never went down to Ash Lake before I could warp, so I you know, because I knew I couldn't get out, and I'm not gonna try to go back because I'm a big pussy.
Yeah, that was like the first time I ever made that mistake. I felt like an idiot.
Like, oh God, my hubris has killed me again.
Yeah, I like turned around and I was like, wait a minute. I've forgotten something here.
Wait a tick. Did you rest at the bonfire? Like, oh.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. At the bonfire right before that big hollow log, I was like, wait. Wait, what have I done?
Oh no. Oh, I really like seeing that dragon too. That really like gave me some good ambiance.
Oh yeah, and the music that plays like, oh.
Yeah.
That's really great.
I remember it was like walking up to that thing, and it was like I was like, oh fuck, what is this? What's happening here? And he just like opens his wings, and just like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, it's got like the god rays coming down and shining on him.
Yeah, that's such a cool area. It's too bad it's like nestled so far down, and there's like not more of it.
And the best part about the dragon is you can just walk behind this impressive ass dragon, just like, I'll cut your tail off real quick, bud.
And he doesn't care. He's like, ow. Okay.
I guess so.
Fine. And then it's like, that's like the strongest base damage weapon in the game, but you need like 50 strength to use it.
And it has like really shitty moveset and
it's terrible.
Really bad durability.
It's super slow. Yeah, that's something.
That's why it's only good for impressing new players.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, I think it has a weapon art kind of thing because it does that like.
Yeah, the big shockwave.
Slam down shockwave thing. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, all the dragon weapons have a move like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Like the Drake sword, that's sick ass. Beam. Well, it's not a beam. It's like a wind blast.
Right. Drake sword. That's something.
Another great moment is like the first time you fight Gwyn.
Yeah.
And you walk in there, you see him, you hear that music. It's great.
Yeah.
One of the most atmospheric tracks in that whole fucking game.
Absolutely. Other than Vendrick's music in DS2.
Yeah, it's pretty good too.
Yeah, that was a really good moment.
It's
Which I
too bad that a lot of the later games don't have like the diverse soundtrack that Dark Souls 1 has.
no.
Because a lot of the stuff in the later games is just like, oh, cool orchestral,
Yeah.
which is fine, but like, there's nothing like,
It turns into like mush in your ears.
yeah, it just turns into noise. You don't really notice it. Where you don't have anything like Pinwheel's theme. You don't have anything like Gwyn's theme.
No. Or it's
Generally.
quiet. There's no quiet music in DS2 or DS3 like at all.
Yeah, and Pinwheel's music even like tells like a story.
Right.
His story, to be precise.
I killed all my family and I'm a weird magic man. Now I'm gonna make lots of me.
It's a good summary.
Yeah. I think we're gonna move on to DS2 now.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So I stopped gushing like a fucking idiot.
So, Dark Souls 2 comes out. I'm home in Michigan again, and I'm fucking jacked. Super excited. Me and Nick are both very excited. You and I were not friends yet.
No.
I immediately kind of, upon playing it, I was super hooked. Like playthrough number 1, I was like, yes, this is good. I enjoyed this game. There's some things I don't like, but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't like that you wail on the same enemy 15 times, or you kill a certain enemy 15 times and then they're just gone.
Yeah, that was kind of not a great decision.
No.
Because you can just totally turn off the enemies for yourself.
Yeah,
if
it's
you die enough times.
And then you got to use an item to bring them all back, but then it makes the area way harder. So it doesn't bring back to normal. It brings it to like extra.
Yeah, I don't like the permanent loss of areas.
No, it's stupid. They brought back a Nexus with Majula.
And they continued to bring that back.
Yeah,
game after that.
Which is fine, I guess. I don't know. I like being able to level up wherever. Or not having to speak to a person.
I don't know. I can see the merits of both. I don't really mind either way.
It's fine. I guess it makes a little bit more sense in DS3, but Majula was just some fucking punk-ass town.
There's a lot of things that don't make that much sense in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. It's like a weird cover version or something.
Like what do you mean?
It's like a I don't know. It's like
a cover of a song.
Yeah, it's like a fucking like 4 guys dressing up like the Beatles and like doing their songs. That's what Dark Souls 2 is.
It's so fucked up that you're absolutely right.
So
I never even thought to compare it like that. That's so stupid.
So I think Miyazaki was just like helping.
Yeah, he wasn't the director of that game.
No, because he was making Bloodborne at that time.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you got these other guys, kind of just like, I could do it better. It's like, no, you can't. Another thing about Dark Souls 2 is gross. Everything's gross.
Also, that game had like a pretty troubled development.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think they had to switch directors like halfway through, and they had to scrap a bunch of stuff. And then the lighting system didn't work out, so that's why a lot of the game is really, really ugly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because a lot of the ugly stuff.
Oh yeah, the lighting.
Yeah.
I forgot about the lighting issues.
Well, yeah, because they wanted to take the torch and actually make it like a resource.
Right.
So they'd have dark areas and like this really dynamic lighting system that you would have to like actually think about.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But then the PS3 and the 360 couldn't really run it, so they had to totally scrap it, and that's why you see a lot of that ugly tiling.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, oh, we don't need to worry about this tiling or this Z fighting or anything. We'll just hide it with the lighting. But then they had to scrap the lighting last minute, and they couldn't fix all that stuff. So that's why the game's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
That's why it legitimately kind of looks like a PS1, PS2 game.
Right. I remember in some of the press stuff that was coming out, they were showing like a dude in a dark ass hallway with only like a single match to light himself down, and like those big turtle enemies like coming out of the darkness.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be wild. But like, I remember getting to that spot and be like, well, I can see all of it. And I can see that turtle guy over there. I better look out for him.
That still doesn't excuse a lot of the stuff that was still wrong with the game.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the enemies tracking you to an insane degree.
Yeah.
They just spin, they do like a pirouette as they hit you. And also
Yeah.
just like the insane amount of enemies there are.
There was quite a few. It was nuts. I remember the first couple areas or zones in that game was like running a gauntlet. Because, like, you also, depending on your start, you didn't get a weapon or a fucking shield.
Yeah, there was a bunch that didn't have shields.
Yeah. You had to go find a shield that didn't. God, what a fucking headache. Just thinking about that is making me hurt. Because I remember it's like, okay, I'm going to be this guy. He's got a cool thing. It's like, your shield only blocks 20% of damage. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
And also your weapons kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oops.
You gotta fight all these Haid Knights.
Well, to be fair, you don't really have to fight them.
No, but you know, I did.
It's a bad idea, friend.
Well, because he was like sitting there. I was like, aha! Sitting there by the tree. I'll get the drop on him.
You absolute fool! You'll never see this one coming.
I'll use my shitty weapon, which allows me to draw 2 more cards from my deck.
Yeah, that was... And also, Dark Souls 2 is floaty as fuck.
Yeah.
Why is that game so goddamn floaty?
I don't know. It's like you're not connected to the ground. It's like that. It's like that old video game thing where you're not technically moving your character through a plane.
Yeah, the plane's coming at you.
Yeah, you're
fucking
moving,
Bubsy 3D or something.
Yeah, you're moving the world, and your guy just happens to be moving.
Oh my god, Dark Souls 2 feels like Bubsy 3D.
It does.
Feels like Bubsy 3D and looks like Mario 64. What a fantastic marrying of titans of their genre.
Yeah, it's great. What a hoot. Fuck Mario 64. The game blows. I don't care what anybody says.
Alright, you're out of your fucking mind.
Oh, it sucks.
But I'm not going to talk about Mario 64 right now. I'm not going to let you bait me into this conversation.
I'm not baiting anybody right here. The only one who's going to be baited is me.
Yeah, I'll fucking bait you if you're not careful.
Oh, you heard that? You hear this? You hear this, folks? About to get baited. You heard him.
Yeah, what are they going to do about it? Call the fucking cops?
Could somebody please call the authorities? I'm being baited. You won't stop baiting me.
I'd never do that voice in my ear again.
I bet it sounds like shit.
It made my skin crawl.
Oh no. Oh no.
I feel dirty.
Stop baiting everyone.
I'll try. Old habits die hard.
Let's see. Dark Souls 2 also had like a weird, not that good story. It didn't have like that same like meat.
They were leaning too hard on the like you die over and over again.
Yeah.
Thing. With that stupid intro.
Yeah.
Where they actually like give you a character in the intro? What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, he has like a family.
Yeah, you're like
And
a
they
dude
melt.
who's got a family and they melt away and then you've got like big dirty hands.
I don't know.
So what are you thinking, FromSoft? It's supposed to be a blank slate, you fool.
Right, I'm supposed to be nobody. Did you not play your own game? Do you not understand?
Like, why do
Are
you
you
even have a
dumb?
creative character? Just make me play fucking Booker DeWitt.
Action D hero.
What is he, a One Piece character? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Action D hero.
Yeah, that's him. I don't. I remember like all the stuff that was coming out too. That they were saying like, oh, there's a disease and you have to figure out the cure to this disease. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of neat. But then that wasn't a thing ever. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was I reading?
That's actually a thing in Sekiro. So I think they reused some ideas there.
Maybe.
It's called Dragon Rot.
Ah, interesting.
It also really
Dragon
did not have that much of
Rot.
an effect on the game, but yeah.
Oh, whatever. Oh, PvP. Man, I went real hard on the PvP for Dark Souls 2. Like, really hard.
They designed it really well in that game. The covenants work well with each other, and it's actually worth invading.
Yeah.
And
It was
things were
fun.
fairly balanced. It's probably the most balanced Souls game.
Yeah. Even like having a big ass fucking great sword, which was exactly what I did, it felt viable still because I could still go up against dudes who were super fast. Oh, it was fun. It's too bad that that's the best part of the game, and I'm never gonna go back to it to experience that.
Yeah. It really just comes down to it being pretty balanced, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because in Dark Souls 3, it's like, okay, well, there are certain weapons you just don't use.
Right.
Because it's just a bad idea to do that. And, it's, as much as I like Dark Souls 1, as much as I do kind of enjoy Dark Souls 1's poise system, it does kind of break the game a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it do.
So it's probably better. It would probably be better for poise just not to exist.
Probably.
Because they can't make a satisfying system with it, obviously.
No.
They've tried so many times and failed so many times. And the way you do it in Dark Souls 1, while that works, it just breaks the game too much. So
Right.
they should just remove it.
I am the heaviest man. Just blink, 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 blink.
And no way you can do it makes sense without it breaking the game. Because Dark
Yeah.
Souls 1 poise makes sense. You're wearing big, heavy armor, you're not going to get staggered by a
Right.
dagger. It doesn't make any sense. No one's going to hit you with the old dagger stagger.
The old Dagger Stagger 3000.
But in Dark Souls 3, the double doesn't make sense because it's just stupid. But
It's pretty
so
foolish.
they should probably just get rid of that.
Probably.
Dark Souls 2 probably has the best poise system because it's like Dark Souls 3 but applies to more stuff.
Dark Souls 2, unfortunately, has the worst co-op and the worst fucking useless ass stat, which I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the general adaptability. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I can S this fast. Whew.
Yeah, it's just a point sink, really.
Yeah.
Because you have to put those points in if you want to have a good
Right.
character.
It's fucking dumb. Soul fucking
we're just gonna
memory.
take 20 points away from you. Who cares?
Soul memory.
Oh my God, soul memory! What a bad idea.
Yeah.
You killed too many enemies. You're too powerful.
It's like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm a weaker boy. But you've basically eliminated grinding. That's like 30% of the game.
You eliminated grinding and just punished people for dying too much.
Right. Or
You died too much, killed too many enemies, got too many souls. Now you can't play online.
right. It's like even if you lost the souls, you still had to deal with all that shit. Ah, so stupid.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 and Remastered have a good leveling system for
Yeah,
determining co-op.
Yeah, I think 3 probably is the best.
Because it's mostly just weapon level.
Right. Which is fine. I never twinked or anything, so I don't really care.
I did, and I miss it, but
Yeah.
I have to admit it's a better system.
Yeah.
I would be lying to myself if I if I was like, no, I want the old system back.
No.
I'll always have the memories.
I'll always have the memories.
Haha.
Big ol' titties.
Take old biddies.
What else can we say about 2? 2 had a lot of DLC, which was cool.
Yeah, I never actually played it myself.
No.
I have seen it, though.
I started it. I had them all, and I started them, and I was like, ooh, they're actually genuinely fucking really hard.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, it was tough. The Sunken City was like making me want to kill myself.
There was that cool dragon fight in the one.
I don't remember.
There was like a poison dragon. He was pretty sweet.
That was probably in Sunken City. I didn't get that far.
I think
I
it
just
was.
remember getting my ass kicked by like all the normal enemies there, and just shit was coming from every direction. It's crazy. And it was all around this like the whole theme of the game, which is like you have to have a crown. If you don't have a crown, you're just a bitch. So that was like I think the deal with the DLC is that you get these different crowns or whatever.
Well, yeah, they all had like a different king, like Ivory King and all that.
Sunken King, Iron King. Speaking of Iron King, how about that Impossible Space though?
Yeah, I know it's been done to death, but like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not
I don't know.
notice that in development and be like, oh, that's really stupid?
What's weird is I didn't even think of it when I was first playing the game, and I was watching the best friends do it, And he's like, I think it was that guy Pat. Was like, why are you going up an elevator from a from a fucking windmill to get to
On a
Lava
mountain.
Land?
On
Yeah,
a
I
mountain.
was like, wait a minute. He's fucking right. I could see the top of that thing from the bottom, and I went
Yep.
up an elevator to Lava Land. Why not just reverse the fucking elevator? Take like 2 minutes.
I would legitimately just rather be a teleport.
Well, yeah.
I'd rather you just walk in the light and then you end up in Lava Land.
That would actually make more sense anyway, because that whole thing was all magic-y and shit.
Yeah, that'd be totally fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
It would seem like less lazy too. Like they actually put some fucking thought into it.
Yeah. Nope. Instead, you go up an elevator from a windmill to get to Lava Land. That's just what you do.
And also, you have to set the windmill on fire. Set the metal windmill on fire.
Yeah, to really make that boss playable at all, you have to do it.
Everybody knows that metal burns really well.
Yeah, quickly too, and that's it.
Yeah, it just disappears, burns to ash.
And I guess somehow a windmill is pumping poison upstairs. I thought windmill wins flour into grain, or grain into flour.
Yeah, it's not much of a
Stupid
mill.
game developers.
I mean, I guess it could be the movement of the windmill could be like
Yeah, I know.
serving as a pump, but like I don't know, it just seems weird.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
why?
That area in that game had the best character though, the best NPC the series has ever seen.
Jester Thomas.
Ladder guy.
Oh, Ladder Guy. Jester Thomas is also there, and he's better.
No,
He's the
ladder
best
guy.
NPC summon in the entire series.
Ladder guy
Nah,
is
fuck
the
Ladder
best. Well, what if you need to get up real high?
Guy.
What if you need to get down real low?
The actual best NPC in Dark Souls 2 is Gavlan.
That's true.
He wheels
Because
and he deals.
Oh man, he's the only way to get poison daggers, I think. Or poison arrows, something like that.
He wheels and deals, so
Yep.
it doesn't matter what he sells you because he's just automatically the best.
There's also a lot
Are there
of
any other
NPCs in
NPCs
game.
that wheel and deal?
No, but there was a fuck ton of them.
Yeah, like Big Titty Rock Lady.
Big Titty Rock Lady, there was fucking Big Titty Poison Girl, there was Big Titty Blacksmith, there was Big Titty Cat, there was Big Titty Armor Dealer, there was Big Titty Crestfallen Knight.
Big Titty Rock Lady is the daughter of Big Titty Blacksmith.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but she just like sits there outside of his house, and he's like, "Oh, that guy really looks like my dad," and never like talks to him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's just like, "Wow, he really looks like he was part of my birth." I won't go talk to him, and then the dude just sits inside, and he's like, "Oh man, that's my daughter. I should go talk to her," and he never
And he
does.
tells it, yeah.
Like, what are you doing, friend? Go talk to your daughter, you fool.
This game's weird. It's got weird shit in it.
Yeah, it is. That's just the best like statement about Dark Souls 2. It's weird.
Yeah.
Nothing about it makes any fucking sense.
Nope. It's weird. It's got weird shit in it. And as soon as Dark Souls 3 came out, it was just like the fog had lifted. And it was just like, oh, wait a minute.
Also, what a bunch of slog-ass bosses.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to even get to that.
Covetous Demon?
Yeah.
What's the point?
None.
It's fucking annoying.
Big
Dragon
slug-
Rider is fine. Then you have Double Dragon Rider. Why?
I don't know.
Already fought one Dragon Rider. Throne Watchers? What a fucking annoying boss that is. Fuck Throne Watchers.
Oh, yeah, the two people.
Yeah, you like have to kill both of them at the same time, or the other one, or one of them revives the other.
Yeah, that's like a classic fucking video game bullshit. I'm so tired of that mechanic.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
That shit takes forever. Because they both attack you, like, relentlessly, too. So you can't even really decide which one you want to do damage to.
No. Both. You have to hit both of them.
Well, yeah, but in order to do that, you have to dodge forever.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've died of boredom in that boss fight.
Did
I'm
you?
bored. Guess I'll just die now.
I imagine you didn't really play that one with the, as much frequency.
No, I did like 2
As a
playthroughs, and that was it.
yeah.
I didn't even finish the second one, I don't think.
Yeah, I did a couple.
I've watched a bunch of it, though.
Yeah. As soon as I like, what item was it? I don't know. You get some sort of item. What are those items? It was like a giant something to fight Vendrick.
Oh, weren't they the souls?
Oh, it was a giant soul. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then once I did that, I killed Vendrick, and I was like, okay, I feel like I've beaten this game.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, I'm not going to do the DLC because it's hard. And Scholar of the First Sin is kind of like, whatever.
I hear that's better, but from what I've seen of it, it doesn't really impress me.
It's better, but I mean, you can't. Improving that game is just a waste of time.
Because it's just like, I don't know, the thing that really kind of put me off of Scholars of the First Sin was like, in Hades Tower of Flame, there's just a dragon there now.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, they just like added a bunch of crap.
It just seems like they added a bunch of stuff that just didn't really make, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, because it
Like,
was
yeah,
like,
people didn't like this game. Just put a dragon in there.
just make it harder for no reason. Yeah, do that. Like, nah, that's not what we want. It's not. I don't like the game because it's hard. That's like part of it, but
Also, it's
that's not that
that
many
hard.
appeal. Well, no, it isn't. Once you figure it out, it's pretty fucking easy.
Like, especially Dark Souls 1, like, it's not a hard game.
No.
It just doesn't hold your hand, so you gotta learn a lot on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be good or bad, depending on how you feel about it, I guess.
It's fine.
But, yeah, that's where the difficulty comes from. You gotta figure it out.
Right. I don't know. Dark Souls 2, I beat it for the last time. I like got all the Dragon Covenant stuff, and I did all that, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, this game is over. And I guess I'm never playing Dark Souls again.
How do you feel about the Shrine of Amana?
No. That is legitimately the hardest area that the series has ever produced.
Because it's just bullshit. It's the epitome of bad design.
Yeah.
So yeah, just have all these enemies. They immediately aggro on you. Good luck dodging soul spears. and fighting lizards, idiot.
Yeah, I hope you're real good at this. Shit's gonna get wild. Yeah, that was rough. And then they nerfed the fuck out of it, so then it was easy.
Yeah, just walk through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That game is not. I don't care what anybody says. The game's not well designed for the most part.
No.
I know there's like a bit of a fandom now, but
I don't know why.
Well, you know, there were people that have always liked it, but I don't know. If Dark Souls 3 came out and it was flawed, so I feel like people kind of were like, oh, well, you know, Dark Souls 2 wasn't so bad, I guess.
It was.
Like, you know, that kind of thing.
3 has flaws, but they're not like so glaring, I don't think.
Well, it depends on what you play the game for, honestly.
Oh, that's true. If you're a PvP guy, Dark Souls 3 is not for you.
Dark Souls 3 is dog shit in terms of PvP. And I cannot wait until we get to that. What a fucking piece of shit game.
I think we've dogged on
I will say
anyway.
That the only reason I am speaking towards Dark Souls 3 with such disdain is because it's newer in my mind, so I can be more angry at it. Dark Souls 2 is just like an old, dull wound. It's like, yeah, it's there. It's not a big deal.
It's bad. We all know. Okay.
Dark Souls 3, I've just delved into the fucking rabbit hole of how flawed this game is, and I'm just like, oh, I hate that.
Full nuts on the whole game. In the middle of arguably the most fun playthrough, you were just like, am I gonna fucking eat this? Yeah.
Alright, are we done with Dark Souls 2?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
okay.
done.
Well, open us up for Dark Souls 3 then.
Dark Souls 3. It's getting advertised in, what year was it? 2015? 2016?
Well, should we talk about Bloodborne a little bit?
I think we'll do Bloodborne after.
Alright. I just feel like it's kind of important, though, the way Dark Souls 3 is designed.
Oh, shit, yeah, you're right. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll go Bloodborne. Bloodborne
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Touch on the major points.
Bloodborne is released for what? PS4?
Yes.
In 2014? Yeah. I didn't have a PS4 yet.
I did, and I played it a little bit.
Oh,
I did not beat it at the time though, because some reason I don't remember why.
it's hard.
I think
Okay.
something else came out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Dragon
man.
Age. It's Dragon Age Inquisition came out.
What? The game
You
was a
got a
butthole.
problem?
Yeah, the game was
Yeah,
a booty.
it was. It was.
The game was
I-
booty.
No, it definitely was. I didn't know that at the time.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's what I gave up Bloodborne for.
All right.
I did 4 full playthroughs of
Oh
Dragon Age Inquisition.
God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Award-winning, amazing game, Bloodborne. Cucked by Dragon Age Inquisition.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll live with that shame somehow. But yeah, Bloodborne was a pretty big departure from the rest of the Souls.
Oh,
well, I
massive.
guess Soulsborne series now.
Oh, yeah. Souls.
Because it was a very fast game.
Oh, it was way fast.
There was no shield, so you had to dodge a lot.
There were 2 shields.
What's the second one? There's a plank shield. I know that.
There's
That's
another one. I
useless.
can't remember what it is.
Well, whatever. There's no shield. Come on. You're not supposed to use a shield.
No. If you use a shield in Bloodborne, you're a faggot.
If you use a shield in Bloodborne, you're just an idiot. It's a bad
Oh, yeah.
idea.
It's the worst. Just use a gun. It's way easier to parry with the gun.
I've never parried with the gun. I can't figure out how to do it.
It's easy.
I
I'm so good at it.
can't do it.
You'd be shocked to learn I'm awesome at it.
I don't know. I guess I never really learned how.
That's fair.
But anyway, yeah, the game's really fast. You got a gun. You don't really have like a full-on dodge. Well, you do, but your default like just tap dodge is like a sidestep.
Well, yeah, if you're locked on, it's like a really fast sidestep.
Yeah, so it's like a really fast, really like you're supposed to be aggressive kind of game.
Super aggressive, even with how you can regenerate health in a fight.
Yeah, the rally system also contributes to that a lot.
It's just like always attack, 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 attack.
Yeah, it
Never
really,
stop moving.
Really like encourages spamming a bit,
A little bit.
which carries over into Dark Souls 3
Yeah.
quite a bit.
There's a lot of really spammy weapons in that game.
Yeah,
The fucking cane.
but Bloodborne is like real great.
Yeah.
And that kind of design works for that game.
Yeah, it does. If everything's doing it, it makes sense.
If the whole game encourages it, and you know, Bloodborne's a new IP, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And what a hell of a new IP Bloodborne was.
Right.
Like such a great like Lovecraftian kind of like horror game almost.
Yeah. I didn't play it till obviously years later when everything was out for it, and you were not even like doing anything Souls related. I remember I was like, "Hey, you want to play Bloodborne with me?" And you're like, "No." It's like, "Oh, okay."
Because at that point I'd already been disappointed twice with
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2 and 3, and 1 was so old and I played so much of it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not going to let them drag me back in.
It's not even that like the remaster yet, so there wasn't even that cool refueling of the community there.
Right, and then right after the remaster came out, then you and I started playing a ton of Dark Souls together.
Oh, a ton. And we still are.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to do so.
Dude, we probably will later today.
It's quite possible.
Yeah. Definitely later today. But
Yeah, I think that's enough about Bloodborne for now. We'll have a more in-depth discussion on it later.
yeah,
Since it's so
touch on some
different.
shit.
It's just a lot of the stuff with it being so fast and based on being aggressive was really important for the design of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, which is obviously what they wanted anyway.
And also a lot of the stuff in the DLC too is like just really similar to Bloodborne.
Mm.
But anyway.
Yeah, Dark
now
Souls
that
3.
we've set the stage for Bloodborne and what From was doing before Dark Souls 3, now we can open up to Dark Souls 3. So go ahead.
Dark Souls 3 is getting advertised in 2016 or whatever. Wait, it came out in 16, so yeah, 2015. And I just remember seeing it and just going like, no,
I think
don't
that was a
want that.
lot of people's reaction.
Yeah,
Like, we're doing another sequel to Dark Souls.
it's like I'm over it, man. I don't really care. And then I was like, okay, the game's out. I think I waited like a month before I even got it.
Yeah, I think I did something similar.
And then I was like, it's so close to like a return to form, but like not.
Just so many little things
Yeah.
that were just different enough to be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I remember really enjoying myself a lot. I mean, I still do. But
I never
it
even finished
wasn't.
my first playthrough.
No?
No. Well, remember when we started playing together? And we got to Yorm, and I was like, all right, well, this is the furthest I've been
Oh, yeah, that's right.
actually playing it. I had seen the rest of the game because I was interested in the lore, so I would watch like Epic Name Bro and stuff play it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to play it myself because I just wasn't
Right,
interested.
right.
So I actually, yeah, I had never been that far until
That's
this year.
I totally forgot.
But like that's how much I was just like burnt out on Souls.
Yeah. Um, as with anything, me and Nick were playing it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he beat it.
And it was much easier than ever to play with your friend.
Yes, it was. You just tap on a password.
Which actually was introduced to Dark Souls 2, but
Right. This was
still
just
stands.
it was just better. It's all better.
Yeah.
I like beat Soul of Cinder, and we beat it together. I don't really remember, but I was pretty alone on that one for the most part.
What do you mean, like Nick didn't want to finish it off, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Really wasn't into the series as much. He was a big fan of the first one, and that's kind of like, you know, you know how it is.
Like he and I basically kind of had the same attitude, more or less.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But he never played Bloodborne. Well, he played it. He has it, but he never really got farther than Central Yarnum.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
I think a lot of people have that same story.
That's yeah. It's like I don't know. I don't understand. No.
It's fucking scary, man. It's hard to play.
Yeah. So I don't play it now, as I'm fucking scared. Music scares me.
Yeah, I think part of the reason I didn't really play a lot of Dark Souls 3 is just because of how fast and aggressive it was.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've played Bloodborne. I know what you're getting at. If you want to make Bloodborne so bad, make fucking Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it bleed into Dark Souls.
Which they probably should have just done anyway.
I'm surprised they haven't made a Bloodborne 2 yet.
Yeah, I know.
They obviously want to.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Dark Souls 3 has like good stuff in it.
It's got
Like
a
a
ton of good ideas. It's a lot of the execution is extremely poor.
It's got some of the coolest like looking weapons and armors and stuff, but all the cool shit's bad.
Yeah.
Which makes
Dark
me
Souls 3 has
angry.
a real problem with that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you got like a cool fucking fists made of demons.
Yeah, but
Not that good outside of PvE.
Yep.
Because shit's just not balanced.
no. Even my new favorite weapon, Valorheart, is like super cool, but not super great.
Yeah, the only thing that's really there's only a few kinds of weapons that are good in that game.
Yeah. And you always see the same ones over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Especially
Karthus curved sword.
Yep.
Any kind of like straight sword, really.
Well, any Karthus weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. You see a lot of like Vort's hammer.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy how many of those you see.
And then everybody's got a fucking offhand cestus.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a pocket dagger.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely the most cheesy of.
It's just not balanced at all.
No.
And they tried to balance it because they nerfed and buffed a lot of stuff like throughout the support of that game, but they just never brought it to like what I feel is an acceptable level.
No.
I just feel like they put too much shit in that game.
That's also fair. There's a lot of stuff.
That's one lesson they could have used from Bloodborne that they didn't. Is to
Right.
just have less shit in there, so there's less to balance. There's not that many weapons in Bloodborne,
There really isn't. There's what, maybe 20?
if even that.
Yeah.
And some of those are even like clones of each other.
Right. Yeah.
Like the Saw Spear and the Saw Cleaver are nearly identical.
There's so many halberds in Dark Souls 3. There's a million halberds.
Yeah, you got the red hilted halberd. You got fucking like Lucerne, which kind of acts like a halberd. You have like just a halberd. You have the winged knight halberd.
They got the weapon that I'm going to use for my next playthrough. The Crescent Axe.
Yeah, and then you have Gundir's halberd. It's like, why are there so many of just the same weapon?
I really like Gundir's halberd.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's just some of those have no reason to exist.
No.
And I feel like that just made the game that much harder to balance because they had to worry about all this nonsense that they didn't have to put in there.
And it's just a shame that like things that are cool suck. That really just, not to say it again, but it just really makes me mad. Everything that's awesome is garbage. Yeah,
all like the normal. Oh yeah, it's just a normal sword.
Yeah.
It's real great though.
Yeah, it's the best weapon in the game. Don't use anything else. Don't use anything other than the starting armor and the starting weapon.
Yeah, if you start as a knight, you're just set.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know. It's just lame.
Yeah, pretty much. It just makes the game kind of homogenized and boring.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, but still, I don't know, why do we keep playing it? Because it's fun to play. Well, yeah. It's fun to play with another person, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good co-op game.
Yeah.
But that's not really what I'm looking for in Souls.
No.
So that doesn't really make me feel better about the game as a whole.
No.
I mean, anything's fun with friends.
Well, that's true. I played some shit games with friends, like the Old Republic.
Like Revelations 2012.
What the fuck is that even?
It's like a 2012 like Mayan themed Left 4 Dead clone.
What?
It's really bad.
Doesn't even make any sense.
I encourage everyone in the world to look up that game and just look at it.
I don't think I want to.
You after we get done with this, you should definitely.
All right, I will.
Because I don't want to dwell on it too much right now. But definitely look at that game after we get done with this. But yeah, it's a good co-op game because it's like it's so linear, so you know exactly where you're going.
Yeah.
It's really easy with a Phantom.
Oh fuck yeah.
Because shit doesn't really get buffed or anything, and you just do so much damage in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we keep playing it, because it's just we can. There's no like barrier to entry.
There's like a level of fun in there too. It's like us doing things out of order.
Yeah.
Was neat. Like going to fight Osiris like
it's also just
way
like a really
early.
fast game.
Yeah.
Look how many playthroughs we've done in like not a lot of time.
Well, I say we've like 2 months we've been on it.
Yeah, something like that.
And we've gone through like 4 or 5 characters.
Yeah, some 5 or so. Yeah.
Yeah, including Honkton Heebler.
I wouldn't say we've gone through that character.
No, more like we got way too drunk and fell asleep.
Got really drunk, made Honkton Heebler, and fell asleep.
Who's the most like awful looking clown man with a disgusting mustache
and fucking like neon hair, and he was the whitest man, so he's just constantly glowing.
I had to put armor on him just so I didn't have to look at him. But when I saved, I took his helmet off.
I've made a lot of ridiculous characters in Dark Souls, as everybody has.
Mm-hmm.
That guy takes the fucking cake. I don't even know how you made that.
I'm gonna play with a Honkton Heebler. And actually, maybe that'll be the next one.
If you want to, man.
I'm thinking about it.
If you want to bring that evil on yourself.
I think I do. And he's gonna be the holiest boy.
All the faith.
Yeah. Only faith. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a luck build.
Yeah, he should have. He should have such a little faith. There is no God if he exists.
Dude, I'm definitely doing a luck build.
Gonna use Henri's sword.
Yep.
I hope you have fun with that.
I'm not gonna. What else can we say about Dark Souls 3? The bosses are kind of like meh.
It's also got a lot of gimmick bosses.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking stupid. Got Yorm, which is literally just exists to be a fucking Demon Souls reference.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, Storm Ruler. Oh wow. It's boring.
There he is.
I mean, I guess you could fight him the normal way. So I
You
guess I'm kind
can
of
if you're a dumbass.
bringing that on myself. Well, apparently it's pretty fun to fight him the normal way.
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, I'll try it one of these days. But I don't know, just the fact that he exists just to be a Demon Souls reference.
Yeah.
Come on, why?
I don't know.
And then I can't even like remember any of the bosses off the top of my head right now. Just fucking play this game. Like so many of them are so forgettable.
Uh.
You got Spear of the Church, Half-Light.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
Which is also just... That's a Demon Souls boss.
That's stupid.
It's called the Old Monk. It summons another player to be the boss.
Mm.
What's with all these Demon Souls ideas? It's like they were trying to make Dark Souls 3 and they were like, oh yeah, remember those other games we made, Bloodborne and Demon Souls? Let's just make those again.
Right. It's not good.
The game does not have its own identity.
No.
And then the PvP is dog shit. You know what? Actually, I've been playing Isaac in the background while we were doing this, so I had something to do. I'm gonna turn this off right now so I can fully focus on how absolutely mind-bogglingly horrible the PvP is. Especially
my mind, please.
Especially if you're an invader. So when you're an invader, you invade and you're not embered. So you have 70% of your health.
Yep.
You have half your Estus. And the invasion prioritizes people with phantoms. So automatically you're going into a world with like so much less of your HP, half of the healing items, and it's a 2v1 at least most of the time.
Yeah. And if it doesn't start that way, it's about to be.
Yeah, because they can have 2 blue phantoms show up.
Yep.
If they use a dried finger, they can have fucking 3 phantoms. So it's a 4v1, and no one's gonna come help you.
No.
Probably for the like probably.
You might as well go find the nearest cliff and jump off it.
And I usually do.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, on top of the possible 4v1 you could be walking into, they could use a seed of a giant tree, and now all the enemies in the level are also attacking. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if the enemies are attacking you or not, because the AI in this game is dog shit.
Yeah, it is. It's not
the
good.
Enemies aren't really going to help you. And they're way too easy to kill, especially if they have another phantom. So even if you like ambush them and shit, you're still going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You might do a little bit of damage to them, you're still going to fucking die. And I get that they wanted to like make the invaders not as powerful as they were in Dark Souls 1, because you had infinite healing as an invader. Yeah. But I would rather that. It's supposed to be an obstacle that you have to overcome.
Right, I'm supposed to be like, oh god, oh Jesus, no.
Every time I get invaded in Dark Souls 3, I'm like, okay, well, let's just kill him again.
Right. I use the seed real quick. Boom, done.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And then there's the way that the Dark Moons work now. Because there's a covenant called the Blue Sentinels, and if you have the Way of Blue equipped and you get invaded, a blue phantom will come help you. The Dark Moons in Dark Souls 1 used to be if someone had like acquired sin, so if they were like an invader, they'd killed NPCs, a bunch of other like actions they could do that would cause sin to build up on them, then you get invaded by a Blade of the Dark Moon, which is also a kind of blue phantom, but for a completely different purpose. Now it works the same way as the Blue Sentinels work. So it's just like if someone has the Way of the Blue equipped and they get invaded, you're a Dark Moon instead of a Blue Sentinel.
Right.
Lord knows why those two covenants exist together.
I don't know. Never made any sense.
And then Mad Phantoms are basically just Red Phantoms.
Pretty much. I have never... Well, actually that one time. Most of the time you'll never find a Purple Phantom who's going to, like, hang out.
Yeah, the only real difference between Purple Phantoms and Red Phantoms is that it doesn't matter who the Purple Phantoms kill. They get a reward either way. They can kill a White Phantom, a Gold Phantom, a Blue Phantom, a Red Phantom, or a Host.
Right.
And they get a reward no matter what. But still, they're still just an invader.
Yeah.
So what is the real difference?
Nothing.
There's only a handful of covenants that are different. There's basically only or four covenants in that game.
Yeah.
You can invade. You can be summoned when someone's invaded. You can invade in Fair and Keep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's great.
You can invade in Irithil as an Aldrich Faithful. And that's like it.
Pretty much.
Or you can be a Spear of the Church and be summoned for that boss fight.
And just get your shit ganked off. Unless you build for it.
I just don't... There's so many covenants. So many of them are useless. Mm-hmm. And the way invading works disincentivizes a bunch of those covenants.
Yeah.
And the rewards for the covenants aren't even good.
No, they're terrible.
I mean, there's a couple of good ones. The Obscuring Ring is good.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can get the Wolf Ring, I think.
Is it?
But aside from that, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's that great.
I don't know. Nothing. The Artorias' shield, I guess.
It's not even good.
The Curved Wolf Greatsword, I guess.
So I'm gonna invade, get all these materials. I'm not gonna have any fun invading.
No.
And I'm gonna get all these materials and get basically nothing for it.
Pretty much. Oh, there's one good Covenant reward. The better Soul Spear, or not Soul Spear, better Lightning Spear. But that's...
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're up to that point where you can get that, you might as well just, like, wait a minute. Get the soul from the Soul Cinder and get the best one.
Yeah, and also, that's just not... Those materials aren't hard to farm up because it's literally just being summoned.
Right.
That's not hard to do. People are always looking to summon.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a Dark Moon, good luck getting your Covenant items. You're never going to get summoned.
Nope.
I sat there for like hours and hours trying to get summoned. Happened a couple of times. Most of the time it was just for a fight club. And yeah, I can get my Covenant items. I can get my Covenant items through a fight club, but it's just going to be more sitting there. So I might as well just give up on getting the Covenant items at all.
Pretty much.
And I'm not going to win anyway because I don't have a meta build and they all do. And I'm just going to lose.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet you could win a fight if you really got the drop on somebody.
Oh, I can, and I have.
Yeah.
That's like
I'm talking about with your current build.
Oh no, I have, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But like, that's a lot of effort for nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna have fun doing it. Because I'm gonna have to play super passive.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And then I get a fucking Concord of, that piece of shit kept, and yeah, there we go. I'm glad I got Dark Moon Blade. Glad I didn't have any fun getting this. It's just really stupid. It's really badly designed. I don't know why they made it that way.
I don't know.
But also, most of the time when you do get summoned as a Dark Moon or a Blue Sentinel, it's too late.
Yeah, that's true.
Either the host or the Red Phantom is already fucking dead by the time you get in there.
They did kind of improve things with just like fighting people in general with like those like arena thing that they tossed in there at the last minute.
Yeah.
I don't think you get any Covenant items from that. I'm not 100% sure.
I never really used it, so I have no idea.
I always just like get it and throw it in the bonfire and then
Sometimes I don't even throw it in the bonfire. I just totally forget about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with my current build, I'm gonna fuck around with a little bit more PvP.
I definitely will not. Probably ever again.
That's fair.
I might do some Watch Dogs stuff.
Watch Dog would be fun.
But I don't know. Aside from that, I'll probably just never touch the PvP again because I don't like it.
That's fair. So I guess
it's a flawed and it's a decent game. It's just way too flawed for me to really enjoy it without playing it with somebody.
That brings up the old like, what is it? like fanboy argument where it's like, well, even the worst Souls game is better than Call of Duty.
No, I've never agreed with that statement.
No.
Like, well, yeah, Dark Souls 2 and 3, they might be flawed, but still better than your average game. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
Oh, dropped my water.
There's plenty of great games that I don't need to settle for a mediocre one.
Right. Why would you
this
want
type of shit, just accepting mediocrity because you like the series or like the developer, that's how you get in a fucking Pokemon situation.
That's how you get a Star Wars situation, just in general.
Yeah, that's just how you get companies that are way too complacent and they just release dog shit over and over again. It's like, yeah, okay, people are happy with mediocrity, so we don't need to try.
Right. We'll just do more of the same.
It's like literally you should always be asking for more.
Yeah.
Literally always. Even if a game comes out and it's great, nitpick that shit to death.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should never be satisfied.
Look at, like, to give a kind of an unrelated example, but look at like the Sonic movie.
Yeah, people complained about it, and now they're going to change it.
It's like everybody was like, this looks like a horrifying nightmare. I don't want to watch this. And they were like, oh shit, we ain't going to make any money out of this movie.
I guess we should change it.
We'll change it. And now it looks way better.
It's just, like, I don't know why you would ever, like, tell a company you're satisfied with what they put out.
I don't know.
You can only gain. Like, literally, you can only gain from complaining.
Right. You vote with your wallet every single day. That this is the kind of world we live in. This is capitalism. You
vote with your wallet and also vote with your words.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you don't like something, say you don't like it. Or how else is anybody going to know?
Typically, people say they don't like it by not buying something. That's, go back to our last show with the problem with Unity.
Well, no, but like Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
There's not enough wrong with it that I regret buying it.
Well, yeah, I know.
But the things that are wrong with it should be complained about.
Yes.
So that this game that's pretty good can be better. It can be great.
If you look on the Dark Souls 3 subreddit, you will see the same 9 posts over and over again, like a cool picture. I just beat this boss for the first time by myself. Go me. Or the guy who's like, I just got this game. Let me tell you, I have not experienced such euphoria since the first time I saw my beautiful waifu.
I don't believe those posts.
Neither do I.
I think they're just people fucking around.
Or maybe.
They seem like way too perfect.
I don't know. I've only made one of those posts ever, and that was talked about in Parator because I was super jacked that I finally figured the fucking game out.
Yeah. If you're gonna take anything away from this show, anybody that watches it, just fucking complain. Don't let companies just release shit and accept it.
Yeah, complain a lot. Like, always.
Even if you like something, even if you bought it, even if you don't regret buying it, point out the flaws.
Right.
So the flaws don't exist in the future.
Yeah, they'll get patched out. I guarantee it. It always happens. Every single time. People make us stink loud enough, and then, version 1.62 it's coming out. We fixed it. You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can do nothing but gain.
Yeah. Or the inverse happens, and the developers give up on the game, and then you just put it away.
Well, I mean, you don't want anything to do with those developers then, anyway.
No, those are for shit games anyway.
If they're gonna give up at the slightest hint of criticism,
yeah,
then fuck them.
Pretty much. There's I have a real world example of this. There's a game on Steam called The Isle, which you like stop around as a big dinosaur.
Yeah.
And it was like really weird and kind of just like it's supposed to be like a dinosaur survival game. It's like go out and find some food and water. And your food is other players. And I was like, that sounds mildly interesting. That sounds like a game I would have played when I was like 12. I'll jump in on this. I'll bite. And it was like really bad. And then like a year or two ago, I was like, oh, what's going on with this? And I hopped back in it. And I was like, whoa, this is really improved. like a lot, but from people saying it was dog shit for years. And the guys that were making it just taking all this heat for making such a piece of shit, and then they just kept going at it, kept going at their silly dinosaur game, and now it's like pretty good. It's not great, but it's fine. I could play it.
I mean, that's all you can really ask for at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Is like just try at least.
Yeah.
But so many people just don't try because nobody wants them to.
No. It's like every Paradox game that's ever been released in the post CK2 has been like that. As it comes out, everybody's like, "There's nothing here. I don't know what to do."
And then they fix it.
Yeah. Look at that. It's getting fixed. Who would have thunk it? I don't know. I don't even want to talk about Bloodborne anymore.
Fuck you, FromSoft, you cunts.
Bloodborne. I'll give it. It's a werewolf game that sinks into complete madness about halfway through. There you go.
Oh, Jim, go easy on the poor bastards.
That's pretty much what it is. That's what I remember. Just like, oh, it's like werewolves. That's neat.
Oh god, it's like aliens.
Oh god, man, Lovecraft, help! I'm going crazy.
It's Cthulhu.
Yeah. I don't know. It's good. It's a good game. I can play it right now, probably.
I also could, but I won't, probably.
No, it's a lot harder to PvP. Or PvE.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was about to say PvP. I was going to say it's fucking impossible to PvP.
Yeah. Why would you want to? It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's I want to go in and do a hunter battle on purpose.
Game was not designed for that.
No. PvE with a friend. Co-op, that could be okay.
Is it like easy to co-op in that game?
They have a password.
I don't even know how to.
Well, the real kind of downfall is you gotta use insight.
I constantly forget that the online portion of that game even exists.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know there were NPC phantoms until very recently, actually.
Well, there weren't until the expansion.
Yeah, but I've played it since that, like after that came out, but I still didn't know they existed until like 8 months ago or so.
Oh.
Because I just didn't know.
Yeah. Definitely helps the game a bunch.
Yeah, I used it for the Bloodstarved Beast, and
yeah,
it's way easier that way.
Oh man, it's so much better. It's like playing a whole different thing.
Yeah, maybe we'll give that a shot at some point.
We could. I mean, what's stopping us?
We should do Dark Souls 1 before that, though.
Probably.
Oh,
yeah.
Before that, even. We should continue Dark Souls 3.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna... Fuck it. There's more shit to do.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Do you want to kind of wrap this up?
Yeah, there's my my Dark Souls opinions. I hate the series.
That's pretty accurate.
I hate it.
Yeah, the series is just like not good as a whole. If you look at like all of them together, they kind of suck.
I like the one game.
Yeah.
Demon Souls is okay.
Yeah.
Aside from that, not a huge fan.
No, it's not great, which is sad.
Bloodborne is the most atmospheric game ever fucking created, though. So at least they succeeded there.
Yeah. And I wouldn't hate playing it. Even though it scares me.
No, I wouldn't be entirely opposed.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be so scary with a friend.
Yeah.
Hold my hand, Jeb. You'll hold my hand, I'll guide you through Yarnum.
I'll show you where to go, good buddy.
It's I don't know. I guess my opinion on Dark Souls as a whole is I like it, but it hurts me.
Yeah, I don't want to use the overrated buzzword, but kind of an overrated series in my opinion.
As a series, absolutely, it's way overrated.
I feel like it gets a little too much praise.
Yeah. As big fans I guess. Yeah, we're fans. We're definitely fans.
No, I really like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I was kidding when I said I hated the franchise.
It's well, I don't know. It's not that inaccurate to say you don't to like I hate the series, but I like titles in it.
Well, I mean, for the most part, I like the series. I like Demon Souls. I like Dark Souls. I like parts of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
But I just they keep making these stupid mistakes,
Yeah.
and I feel like people. I don't know. Whenever you bring up these mistakes, they're like, "Oh, you're blowing it out of proportion." Like, I don't think you're blowing it into
Enough proportion, yeah.
accurate enough proportion. Your proportions are too small.
These are the proportions you have to use. These are the proportions we're using, guy.
Like people look at these games like they're masterpieces. Even Dark Souls 1, as much as I love that game, it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a masterpiece.
No.
I wouldn't call any of these games masterpieces. They're way too flawed.
Yeah. It's that jank factor. It's got so much that it's just weird.
Like even
Silly.
Bloodborne is not a masterpiece. It has
It's
flaws.
It's the closest one to a masterpiece. But
It's probably the
definitely not.
closest to like a fully realized vision.
Yeah.
But it's still I still wouldn't call it a masterpiece. There's too many things wrong with it. The Chalice dungeons are stupid. The PvP.
Oh
is broken.
god. Chalice dungeons. I hate them.
And I feel like a lot of the bosses are just stupid and silly.
They are stupid and silly. So that's that.
Still good though. I can criticize something and still like it.
Yeah, of course. That's
Not
what-
enough people do that these days.
Well, no. Yeah. I guess that's that.
Yeah. Kind of a downer of a closing note.
I thought this would be a lot more like of a happier, like yay. I guess we thrive on feeling like shit.
I don't think there's any series we could do like this kind of episode on and have it be a happy episode.
No, probably not.
Because everything I love has been ruined at some point.
Yeah.
Literally everything. I cannot think of a single game that has not been just absolutely ruined at one point in time.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, it's true.
Well, that's that.
Yeah.
Didn't you have
Alright.
a game recommendation that you wanted to?
Oh yeah, I do. I do have that. It is Banished. It's a PC game, city builder of kind of old style city builders, but it's fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. You can like, you gotta like make everybody's firewood and shit.
Yeah.
And if they don't have enough firewood, they just all freeze to death.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What makes it like super hard?
Just like there's a little like RNG kind of elements into it, cause like with disasters and like you'll just have like a shit winter.
Oh, so there's just like a lot of factors that could.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Failure.
like maybe you didn't harvest your food fast enough, so now everybody dies in the winter, or like
Right.
your people aren't having enough kids, or you ran out of iron to make tools, so you can't make a house, so that guy's dying outside.
Okay, so the game is just relentless.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like it just come at you and it won't stop coming.
No, it doesn't.
The world starts coming and it won't stop coming for to put it in terms that you might understand better.
Yes.
It sounds a bit like a RimWorld.
I don't know what that is.
It's more like a colony builder than a city builder. You have like these randomly generated characters and crash land on a planet. I never really played it that
you know
much. I
what?
don't know why I'm explaining it.
That sounds like a little bit more of the same, because it's like these people are like exiles, I think, and they're just like out.
Yeah, it's got like a bit of a dwarf fortress kind of mechanical background to it, where like just random shit can happen and like a story builds out of the AI doing stuff.
There's no story in Vanished,
Well, yeah,
like at
but
all.
what I'm saying is like there's a lot of ways things can go wrong.
Yeah.
That's the similarity I'm kind of trying to hit on.
Yeah, for sure. And that's accurate. It's just a fucking tough game. I've done playthroughs where it's just like everyone died.
You walked away feeling real bad about yourself.
Oh, I felt awful. It's just like everyone's freezing to death in their homes.
What can I do? Tell me how to help you.
Yeah, it's rough, but it's fun. You can make once you kind of get the hang of it. It's definitely not like a sit down and play for a couple minutes kind of game. It's like a
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a city builder.
Well, yeah, of course not.
Those are pretty involved.
Yeah.
It's pretty involved genre.
Actually, no. It's more like
Like a 4X game.
no. It's more like the old series of like Zeus or Pharaoh. If anybody remembers those old games.
I don't know what that is.
Caesar was also another game in the series. Pharaoh was my favorite.
Sure, are a lot of
Actually,
names you're saying there.
I'm gonna do a double recommendation and go back and play Pharaoh.
Oh my god, a double recommendation.
He's a madman.
We've never had this before.
But it is like a true city builder in ancient Egypt. You could build a fucking pyramid. It's awesome.
You have like a damn near pyramid fetish.
I do. I really do.
Hey baby, I got a favor to ask you. Can you just wear the pyramid in bed tonight?
I don't want to wear this thing on my head. It's weird. No, just be triangular. Hold your arms out.
Please, just do this for me.
Yeah.
Hold your arms. That's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
No, it isn't.
It's up there.
I doubt it.
Just be triangular. Hold your arms out.
Yeah. Oh God. We gotta end this. You got something?
Nah, let's do it next week.
All right, fair enough.
You had a double one. 2 is enough.
That's fair. Oh my God, this is the longest episode ever.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a good thing we're gonna end it because I know some woman in my living room is real mad that she can't watch TV. All right. So that's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.